We are back, I think. It's totally normal to be up at 2 a.m. on a Saturday, right? Cut the music down to 40. Okay. Alright. I expect it might be a little while before anybody shows up to actually watch this business. Alright, there have been some minor expansions to things since I last streamed. Most notably, I set up a quartz extraction and processing facility over here, and a bit of Caterium mining, but we'll get to that. Some time ago I discovered a cave entrance over here. I also discovered another one. Where was that? Is it over here? I think it's over here. Maybe. I'm gonna go check that out. Okay. Or maybe it was over here. Anyway, well, we can get between these two places relatively easily. So before we do that, I want to kick off some research. I also built a temporary thing to produce cables, so eventually we'll be probably making cables on level 2, but in the meantime, I'm going to need cables. I think I should be able to do gas masks. So I think I just stuck the stuff in here, so let's just pull it out and do it.
Gas masks and filter parts will ensure increased odds of survival in gas-based hazardous environments. Fixit Incorporated would like to extend the friendly advice to not forget to change filters regularly.
Great. Okay. Let's look at what's required to make a gas mask. I think one of the things that's required, you have to also make filters that get consumed, but so gas mask requires rubber, plastic, and fabric. Okay, so this really needs oil production and processing to be online. That's fine. And then filter is coal, rubber, and fabric. Okay. And then iodine infused filters, filter, quick wire, and rubber. Hilarious. Okay. That's all fine. And provides additional incentive to get oil production up and running. I also just, while I was over in the quartz zone, I just manually grabbed enough quartz to make 10 crystal oscillators so that we can do that research now. At least start it. It's going to be a little while. Okay. And I think I also got one hard drive, but let's see here. So I'm going to aim for what I think is this cave entrance over here. Again, it might be there, and anyway. Also, this pod requires 10 high-speed connectors, which high-speed connectors require plastic. So if I wanted to do that very badly, I have some plastic stored over at the old factory, but for just one pod, I'm not gonna do that right now. So what I'm gonna do is prepare to go on safari, which means I'm gonna take some more bullets, mostly. I have most of the stuff I need to go on Safari. Also, I can put away these heavy modular frames. Let's see, that's 572. I think that's probably plenty of bullets. In fact, I'm gonna put away a little bit of this. Yeah, so now we're at like 550. That's totally fine. Okay. So I think to get over there, I'm gonna use the launch tower. Which it's not even that far away, so this is a little bit gratuitous, but it saves us some navigation by taking us there fairly directly. So one of the incentives I have for cave exploring, apart from the fact that I just kind of like exploring in general, is that there's allegedly I think a Caterium deposit somewhere in here, but it's underground, I think. I couldn't figure out how to get to it. It was there, or was it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in this area. Anyway, in any case, so we want to be heading, I think this belt will take us in the right direction. Well, only sort of. It'll be close enough. Yeah, I want to go that way. Yeah, that's fine. This will probably, like, be way too fast, but I believe, so there's that crash pod. That's the one that requires a high-speed connector. And I think where I want to be is here. As expected, I overshot a little bit, but parachute don't care. I plan on streaming until like 8:30 or so local time, which means I could be here for like 4 or 5 hours. So I'm definitely going to need to take a break at some point in there, but got lots of factory time. Okay. Alright, so once I figured out this was a non-trivial cave entrance, I decided I wanted to do it on stream, so... and the one thing I did notice was that there's a lot of crabs, so I think I have enough Nautilus. Let's just... There's a purple slug over there, and that might be the main treasure from this cave, in which case this is fairly unimpressive as far as caves go. But that's okay. If this is all there is, I'll head back to the factory and try to do the jetpack milestone. Okay, let's see if it looks like there's... If there is anything else, it's going to be through here. Doesn't look like it. Although... So the way I came in was through there. And there's a little ledge up there. I'm very skeptical that goes anywhere, but you know what? Let's just find out. Okay. Any more ledges that we might be interested in? That one seems pretty insignificant. If this seems like the only ledge that could mean anything, I'm a little skeptical that it will, but you know, hello. Floor is too steep, okay. There we go. Oh boy. That's fine. Doesn't look like it does anything, but let's just oops. Yep, this definitely doesn't do anything. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Oh, geez, okay. Alright, let's head back to the factory and get jetpack research going. Which, let's see the best way to get back to the factory. I think I'm just going to head over here and hang a right. And I should be able to just follow the conveyor belt system back. Right, so the products of quartz mining are silica, which is this stuff, and quartz crystal, which is this stuff, so. I haven't done anything with these products. They just have belts that carry them to the factory, so. This might hurt some, but it's fine. And then this belt carries Caterium ingots. Wait. Okay, so we have coal, silica, quartz crystal, Caterium ingots. Which, the fact that Caterium looks so much like gold, and also, that's fun, that's like a, I don't know if that's supposed to be a purity stamp on it. Anyway, the fact that it looks so much gold, like gold, and is used to make very efficient wires, which gold also is used for, makes me wonder why they didn't just use it, call it gold. oil. Anyway, I think I'm gonna need some quantity of like computers and motors and stuff for jetpack research. So let's just grab some of those now. I don't remember what the exact numbers are, so I may have to come back, but that's fine. I'm guessing since I know that the jetpack consumes fuel, for example, I may, once I have this research done, decide to go set up oil processing to get fuel, because I need rubber and stuff and plastic for the gas mask, and I will need fuel for the jetpack, so. But here we go.
R&D inflated your pocket dimension and has provided a jetpack which operates on oil-based fuel for increased navigational capabilities as well as odds of survival.
Uh-huh. Alright, let's look and see how to build a jetpack. Or over here. Jetpack requires plastic, circuit board, rubber, and cable. Okay. Well then, certainly seems like doing oil production is pretty strongly incentivized. What am I doing? Putting away this purple power slug. That's what I'm doing. I think it's probably time to make another storage thing here, which the fact that this one right here is offset kind of annoys me, so let's see if we can fix that. Because there's like if I build this here, it will be in line with the one it's right next to. But if I okay, so I think this is just like one tick forward. I can put away some bullets for now if what I'm going to be doing is developing oil resources. Okay, so this is a little bit. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. What I can do here to move these things over, well, actually the fastest way to do it is to just hit take all, and then just click a lot. Although I don't actually want to transfer all the cables. There we go. Control dragging only works like some of the time. So I actually do have some rubber, but in any case. Okay, so I'm going to tear down this container and rebuild it. There, now we're in line. Okay, so I should decide what's going where. I think probably I'm going to consider like consider this box for like advanced manufactured parts, and the one next to it for basic manufactured parts. And those things are defined fairly arbitrarily, but that's fine. Okay, I think that's fine for now. Okay. So if the objective is oil products, let's just start by scanning for oil. I know where I'm going to be going, but I want to get it pinned down a little more precisely. It's in this region somewhere. Yes, okay. And there's like 4 sources of oil over there. Alright, so if I want to just build 4 oil pumps, that's not too much to ask. And then let's say that we want to have like, so the primary thing that we're going to need oil for is plastic. So let's say we're going to make 4 oil refineries making plastic, and then 2 for rubber and 2 for fuel. Okay, I think we have enough parts for all that. I will need some more cable, but I definitely can get that. And that number of 2 heavy modular frames is pretty annoying, but fine. I'll have to go pick up some more motors, but that's also fine. I can do it on the way out. And then additional steel pipes. I'm going to grab another 50 cables. Yeah. Okay, so we just mostly need motors and steel pipes. Which I believe the easiest way to get steel pipes is to head over to like one of these constructors and just pull them out. That's fine. Okay, now yeah, whatever. Not there. There we go. Okay. So we're heading over this way. Now let's just walk. I don't usually go this direction, so let's do that. I think I have been this direction coming back to the factory, but I don't usually go this way heading out. And you get a different perspective on things, and so you get to see different food sources. Yeah, I should be able to just go this way and then up here, and the oil's like in this sort of flatland. There's some crabs. I don't know if they're guarding anything or not. Getting manufactured oil products back to the factory will be an interesting challenge because, like, moving through this area is it's kind of hard. So I might actually send it over here and then just use conveyor lifts to go up the cliff face. I don't think I need to play with those spitters. They're heading away from me anyway. I was hearing a power slug, but I'm not sure where it is. Well, let's stay on task here. Actually, is it inside this fungus? That would be hilarious. Oh, it's a Mercer sphere. Whatever. Fine. Yes, this is the correct location. Now, I'm going to stand over here and do a scan just to get an idea of where the... okay, that's a good visual. And there's some spitters, so let's just clear them out. Yeah, whatever. Can I try to engage the small ones first? I mean, probably not, but... okay. Wow, the heavy spitter still just drops one alien organ. That's not very rewarding, but again, I don't know. Okay, so one question is, I need a big flat space to build. Which I didn't bring nearly enough concrete. Oh well. I think this is a nice big flat space. Do I need to worry about this thing? I don't think so. Okay. So again, our oil patches are, there's one here. I seem to recall that this is 4 oil patches, but their purity is not very high, so this, what that I think that means in practice is that this is a good, yeah, okay, there's a normal and a normal, and then fourth one here is impure, so two normals and 2 impures. This probably is not a great place to be extracting oil for power generation, just because it isn't going to produce a lot of oil. Okay, well, let's just throw down the oil pumps. I can have all 3 of these aiming at a single merger. Yeah. It'll be somewhere over here. Let's chainsaw some of these fungi. I'm surprised I can't destroy these things, but that's fine. Okay. Let's see here. So I think what I'm probably going to do is have the oil split into two streams, one of which will have plastic. Actually, I actually budgeted for 4 oil pumps, so let's just go ahead and place them even if I don't use all of them, although, doop. Maybe I should just use all of them, why not? Yeah, because, like, there's no Mark II oil pump that I know of. So these things aren't going to get any better. So we have the equivalent of 360. Yeah, so one belt can handle all the oil that will ever be produced here. I mean, I can also stick power slugs in them if I want that, I guess, but let's get cute here and put in some ramps. Alright, what I'm going to do is just like burn up all of my concrete, which won't take very long. And then let's go with that. And then let's go ahead and set up a merger, which will actually be 2 mergers. It's going to be those 3 in one merger, and then that's going to go into another merger that combines this one. So you can do it like this. Oh, I also have virtually no. Okay, so I just need to head back. And if we're gonna head back, let's look at the map. How much trouble would we be in if we tried to build this, like just a ramp up to here? I think I probably have enough rods to do that. Rods will definitely be the limiting factor, but I'm gonna try it, and if it doesn't work out, then I can just walk. Okay. Nice fog effects here. There's a merger sphere being guarded by a spitter. I don't especially care. Okay, let's say that we want a ramp from down here up to there. I could also build just a ladder, which would be kind of like a boring way to do it, but I'm not going to do that. And this ladder will have to go, like, well, let's just start doing it. I think I want it to be pointing approximately like this way. And I'm going to start out pretty far back over here. How do I feel about this angle? Yeah, I'm actually going to start over. Actually, one thing I can do is use all that stuff as a guide for what not to do. Yeah, let's try that. Okay. Once more with feeling. Okay. Oops. Incorrect. All right, this is pretty good. There. All right, so now we're back here, and we are here to pick up mostly concrete and reinforced or encased industrial beam. Probably some more iron plates and rods is also called for. And let's see here. That's probably good. Put away this rod. Oh, also I should check and see if the... Yeah, I bet the, what's it? Crystal oscillator research is done. Let's check on that. Yay. Yeah, tell me about what... Okay.
These particular quartz-based crystal oscillators are optimal for limited radar technology. R&D has provided a new milestone in Tier 5 with a derived building.
Oh boy. So now radar. Okay, so they want 50 crystal oscillators, which I'm gonna do that right now. Actually, is there anything I want to do right now? I could do monorails for some reason, or let's see here. We're really close to having our alternate computer recipe, but I think we actually can do the monorail, so let's go ahead and do that now, and also put in a hard drive for research. And that's 10 minutes, right? Yep, okay. So, some of these parts for the monorail I have just sitting around. I also have no hard drive space, or inventory space. I can make some by putting away some alien parts and this, throwing away limestone, that's important. Throwing away silica. Okay, that's good enough for now. Alright, so 100 computers. And then... let's see. Oh, this is very obnoxious. Oh, wait, I have a solution. This is silly. I'll create inventory space by putting away some cables. There, I did it. So now I have... Oh. Whatever. This is the dumbest thing. Oh well. Oh. Well, anyway.
Milestone reached. A new set of buildings and vehicles needed for long-range transportation has been made available. In addition to built-in power conduction, rails-based transit ensures increased efficiency and reliability for both the transport of pioneers and cargo.
That built-in power conduction is an interesting thing. Okay, so train stuff. Oh no, railway requires steel beam. Okay, well that's something to think about. Put away. Oh wait, no, I need these motors for oil pumps, oil refineries. That's it. Okay. All right. I think that's probably all for now over here. Which means it's time to head back over to the oil area. I could think about whether I want to take power lines over there. Let's say we do. Which, if we look around, let's just say we put a power line at the edge of the cliff here. Can we get power lines down to the ground from here? I don't know. Validate location. This is very goofy. Well, that place is lower. Oh man. Is this really gonna work? Continuing the tradition of, doesn't say I can't do that. Well, okay. I think that'll probably get us there. I just need to have some intermediate steps here. There we go. Okay. Whoa. Get a little frisky with the with the Blade Runners. Yep, okay. Alright. Okay, I think I'm just gonna leave this down here and then run it over there. Once I actually know what the basic structure of the facility is going to look like. I'm just going to hotkey oil refinery here. Let's see, should I be taking the left or the right? I think the left is a little bit smoother. Oh. I am out of heavy modular frames. Shame on me for putting them all away. So we get to make a little walk back, but that's fine. Maybe for punctuation I'll collect this Mercer sphere. I thought first time around there was a spitter here. But no spitter now. Alright, so a little bit of walking here, but probably after I get the oil processing done. I kind of wanted to, since I knew I was going to be streaming for a long time this morning, my plan is to sort of alternate between infrastructure building and exploration. And certainly once I have oil production online, I can make gas masks and a jetpack, which will make exploration more exciting. Where did I put the heavy modular frames? Did I put, oh, yeah, there. Ta-da, great. This feel a little bit faster if I don't really think I need to take the launch tower, but I think if I go over here and then just launch off the end of this minor pedal, or by launch I mean just jump, I'll probably be jumping into a bunch of poison gas, but maybe I can skirt around it. This will be exciting. Unless I just jump down to here. Let's actually just do this. Is this even the right direction? Not really. Do I care? Not really. Actually, what I can do is ramp it. Well, let me do this. Let's see if this is too long or too steep or something. Nope. Okay, great. I don't know to what extent this makes a difference. Now I need to kind of turn a corner here. Yep. Yeah, this is much better. Okay. Alright, now to do the thing we were going to do. Alright. Okay, so now we have this pointing roughly that direction. And now we just get to build a bunch of, let's see. Let's think about oil refineries. Yes, okay. So plastic is technically more inputs than outputs, but not hugely so. Fuel is like double the inputs compared to outputs, and rubber is 1-to-1. Okay. Also, they're pretty wide. And I want like 4 rows of these things, so. So I'm gonna need a lot of foundations here, so let's, I think actually I'm gonna have that thing point the oil output over to here. So I'm going to widen this a little bit, like starting here. How wide is this now? Let's actually throw down a observation tower. Yeah, sure. I think we're gonna need one, like, okay, well, if we pull out a refinery, yeah, refinery is roughly 3 blocks long. And if we want 4 rows, that's 12 plus at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of splitters and stuff, so 18. Am I really budgeting for an 18 wide concrete or foundation slab? That's very, very wide. That might be a little excessive. On the other hand, where else would I want to put it? I could. Let's see. If I go down here, if this was a little bit higher, it would get out over that area. Ugh. Well, let's just see how wide I can make this. Because I think I can make it a little bit wider in this direction. That's like, okay, so there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. I might have miscounted a little bit there, but that's not super important. The question is whether I think this will be acceptable for what we need to do. Let's just head out in this direction and make sure I don't run into anything over here. This looks good. Okay. I'm gonna run out of concrete, which is lame and bad, but I can use what I got. I guess the other thing to consider is whether all of this scalability nonsense even matters if I only will only have 360 oil per minute. Well, so what did I say? 4 things making plastic. So if I have 4 things making plastic, that's going to be 120. 2 things making fuel is another 120. And okay, this is actually not too terrible. Yeah, 8 oil refineries is fine. And I can eventually throw power slugs at this thing to increase the output somewhat. Okay. All right. I think I probably can. Let's see. 18 times 6 quick is like 90. So it's like 102, 108. It's 108. Okay, so I can make one more row here. All right. Okay, so if we have this thing coming up here, so we're gonna want, okay, this is how this is gonna go. We're gonna start with a merger, and we can probably put splitters back on instead of ramps. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and then a refinery pointing directly at that. I'm guessing I don't want it like, yeah. And then a splitter pointing thus. And then another refinery. And then a merger. Then another merger right next to it, which will look goofy, but I promise is in fact what I want. I can pull down this tower now. And then a refinery pointing into it. Oh. Oops. We're gonna have to pull this forward. That's fine. This should be fine. And a splitter. And a refinery. There we go. And a merger. Okay, great. All right, so now we can build more refineries, which if I make them right next to each other, I can still walk between them, right? Yeah, we're good. There. Okay. So here's the plan. This is going to make fuel. Let's make rubber. And then these 4 will make plastic. Okay, and then there. Okay. So yeah, this can all be done with standard conveyor belts here. All right, and then we do the same thing over here. Right. Yeah. Okay, so, oh wow, I made this a little bit wider than it needed to be. That's fine. I think what I'm actually going to do is pull off one of these. Because I want to have a place where I can drop down to the ground and run the outputs back to the factory. So, how that's going to work is I'm going to have a merger here. Merges the 2 plastic streams. Which, I think I'm just going to do this with stacking pole like this. That's not very aesthetic. Okay. And, okay, I think this is a fine time to go ahead and get the oil input lined up. Which I think I originally thought I was going to do it via that ramp over there, but I'm not going to do that. Well, what I'm going to do instead is just throw a splitter right here. That's so close, I'm going to remove the splitter so that actually it can be done without a conveyor pole. So this will be a little bit goofy. Now, oops. We put a conveyor pole like again, questionable aesthetics, but I'm okay with this. This might be a little too far away, but nope. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is run the plastic output down to here. Which is to say, and let's just parachute down. There. Now I'll run this line with just the, hold on, I'm gonna redo some hotkeys. Also pick up this barrel nut. There we go. Run this over to where I built that ramp, and then I can use the ramp to facilitate building a series of conveyor lifts. I'll build the conveyor poles I intend to have later, now, and then just get the belts lined up later. Though that specific pair probably won't be necessary, but that's fine. That aimed too close to the wall. No, I think this will be fine. I'm probably going to do this in 2 steps. And go up to that lower shelf and then take it up the cliff. Alright, let's clear out these trees. Okay. Now then. So I'm gonna need 3 conveyor lifts for each of these, for all 3 outputs here. So let's just speculatively say that we think this is going to work. No. Alright, let's see if we can get up there and attempt to do this. And actually, let's go ahead and build the conveyor belts so that they're pointing in the right direction when we can do the conveyor lifts. Alright, so if I head up here, and then I'm probably going to need to parachute down to there. Yeah. Is there like a geyser around here? Seems like the kind of place that would have a geyser. Maybe I'll briefly talk about biology. So this structure here is derived from geothermal pools in real life, like in Yellowstone and other places. The coloring is usually due to archaeobacteria, which are quite interesting biologically because they are very biologically distinct from normal bacteria, hence their name archaeobacteria. So called because they split off. Oh, there's a geyser over there. That geyser is so close that I could actually make use of it. Do I have the... Oh no, you need like advanced Katerium electronics to get the geothermal plant. Which, oh, looks like there might be 2. Yeah, there are at least 2 geysers. That's good. Anyway. Right. The color around here is not even that exotic. Maybe if there was different light. I mean, relative to all the pinks and stuff in just in the plants. Archaeobacteria in real life, you get like these really radical like yellows and all sorts of weird colors because archaeobacteria do really freaky metabolic chemistry. Is that a crashed pod over there? I'm gonna make a small detour to investigate this crashed pod. I might have already gotten it, but let's just I don't see anything guarding it. 10 rubber. Well, fortunately, I'm going to have that very shortly, so. Wow, all these circuit boards. How polite of them. Okay, back to work. Still trying to get the conveyor lifts up to that, up to the lower cliff level. We made some interesting discoveries, so that's good. Okay. Perfect. Now, which way do I want to send this? Like, let's investigate. Probably like around there and then up that side. Let's try that. And we're going to keep the order the same so I don't get too confused. Yep, I'm out of reinforced. What's it? Encased industrial beam. What's the best way to get over there? Probably to parachute back onto the ramp. While we're over here, we can think about where we want our conveyor lifts to go up. Like, we would want to be in a place that I can access, so probably like over on that side, maybe. Well, we'll see. Also, our hard drive research should be done, so. Also, I think I have enough rubber around to just, like, go get that hard drive. I think this is, yeah, this is 12 o'clock. Okay. So let's pick up the rubber. I think it was like 10 or something. All right. Enriched steel ingot, huh? So the standard recipe is 3, 3, and for 2, and this is 6 and 3 for 6. Okay. I think I'll take this enriched steel ingot thing because that's more efficient. And it's this, and it doesn't require it requires compacted coal. Hilarious. I'm probably still gonna take it because these other things are not super interesting. Like, I guess this uses less crystal, but that's not interesting. But it uses a lot of advanced parts that I don't want to spend a lot of effort making. Yeah, there is a world where I make compacted coal, and then this recipe will be of use. Okay. Let's also go drop off some of our less relevant stuff, such as this Mercer sphere and the power slug. Okay. Yeah. You know what, I'm gonna paint these, boxes, because having them all be the same color is very confusing. Alright. Okay, so like this is the default, and at the moment I don't want to think too much about the color palette, so let's just no. I'm terrible. What? Ugh. Also, this light is very bad, so like in this light, this color looks the same as that color, almost. Well, can't do much about that. Should probably save some petals over here so that I can make a bit more ink. What do ink cartridges require? It is just petals, isn't it? Yep. Okay. And the other thing we need is reinforced or encased industrial beam. That should keep me busy. Actually, let's just buy out the store, because I'm going to be using many hundred. Is the direction I want to go? Approximately. Alright, let's head this way, and actually, now that we have most of the conveyor belts placed, I'm going to go ahead and carry power over to the oil generation facility. I probably won't hook it up until... Actually, instead of doing that, I'm going to finish what I was doing over here, which is conveyor belt hookups. Okay. Let's head over here and decide more precisely where I want the, this is a little bit of a challenge. Okay, let's actually just say that I'm gonna hop up there and go roughly over there, but I'm gonna probably use conveyor belts to get up there, so. floor is too steep. I don't know what you're talking about. That was not what I wanted. There we go. Yeah, let's point it roughly over that way. All right. This is going to get a little bit complicated. But I think probably if I just do like I did before. Let's just try this. And if this runs into the ramp, I will reconfigure the ramps rather than redoing the conveyor lifts. However, so I have to get up there first. Yoy, this will hurt a bit. Oh. Well, I'm an idiot. I still had the parachutes on, and I just, like, didn't deploy it. Oh well. Okay. Can I even... hold on. This will temporarily take down the rails. Can I reach over there with a conveyor lift? Yes. Let's do it like this. Let's go check that out. Make sure that that's doing what we want. Oh, I'm gonna need another one anyway. So, let's go ahead and hotkey conveyor lift here. Great. So my intention here is to do the two on the outside first and then do the one in the middle. So that I can point them away from each other. Like that. Okay. Now that that's done, we can put the rail back. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is fine. Okay, I think it's time to go. Now we can go take power over to the oil generation facility. And while we're doing that, we might also carry, actually just carrying power cables over first is going to be a lot simpler to do, just all in one thing. Because you can just... Cables. Oh no, I'm out of cables. Oh dear. Alright. Definitely once I've... Oh, right. Actually. Let's go grab that hard drive. Run it back to the hub. Hold on, I need to rehydrate. Alright. Okay, fantastic. Also reminds me, I probably have to research a milestone to get that advanced steel ingot recipe. Although that might itself require compacted coal, so I'll take a look at it, but I may or may not actually do it on this trip up here. All right. Excuse me. Step 1, throw in hard drive for research. Step 2, look at milestones. Yep, there's enriched steel ingot requires. Wow, just coal and iron ore. Okay. Well, let's just go grab that stuff. I don't think I have any iron ore just sitting around, but I can go get it from the steel zone. Which is over here. Actually, there's probably a faster way to do this. Straight from the factory. Okay, so now we have 100 and almost 100. There we go. All right. Great. What was I here for? I was here for cables. I may have some sitting in a box over here, but I probably shouldn't. I can put extra cables away over here. That's fine. Also gonna put away extra mycelia, which is over here. There we go. Okay. Now to actually place some power cables. I think the power grid is probably at a little less than 50% capacity. Let's check that out. Oh yeah. Yeah, nothing much has been happening, so. Now, does it actually make sense to go the same way? Actually, this is fine. I'll just need to reach it out a little bit. So if I throw down a power pole like there, that can reach up there. Now, since I'm already on this side, I'll take this route up even if it's not super efficient. Okay, so I should be able to pull up this power line and drop it on the corner of the platform. Yep. Okay. I'm actually not going to distribute power until I have the belts finished. But now it's here. Okay, so... So we can actually just... Oh, didn't even get hurt doing that. Okay. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna try to hook up the output belts for the fuel and fuel and rubber like this. That's weird that I can't get a snap to line there. Nope. Oh well, it's right in the middle of the foundation, so it's not that hard. Oh no. Well. Yeah, let's do it like this. Okay. Now we get to place a lot more conveyor belts. Because we need to get these over to the stacked conveyors over there. And I've already forgotten which one's which, but I mean, that one over there I think is rubber, and the one over here is fuel. Which means that's fuel and that's rubber. Again, this is not super important, but... I think in my mind, for some reason, rubber was in the middle and fuel is on top. There's no particular reason for it to be that way, but... Oops. I'm a dingus. Okay. There we go. I presumably cannot reach all the way. Nope, we can split the difference. Okay, given we don't need these stacking poles, I'm going to take them down. I may use them for some other things later, but it's not aesthetic to leave them unused. Okay. Time to place... Okay, so actually out of curiosity, I currently have about 1750 conveyor belt, and I want to see who I have by the time I'm done here. And of course, my inventory was essentially full of it before I started doing this, because I grabbed everything out of the storage box. All right. Let's see. I'm just gonna have to parachute down there, which is a little bit annoying, but not the worst. And actually, I'm gonna do the ones up here first, so I don't have to do the silly jumping problem. All right, yes, making sure that's going in the right direction, and it is, but that part of this thing functions pretty intuitively. Let's see here. Okay, I think we can finally power up the oil facility. And then once that's done, we will... So right now the outputs just kind of go up the side of the cliff and stop, which is a decent, like, well, it's not much of a solution at all, but like if I need very small quantities of plastic or rubber, which is what I need to make a jetpack and stuff, then I can just walk over there and pull it off of the stream. I may even just like make storage containers somewhere. Anyway, of course, in the long term, we might do some other thing, but okay, how do I want this thing to be powered up? Low, okay, there we go. All right. And then we're going to pull from here over to here. There we go. Okay, that's doing what it's supposed to. And that's making fuel, and this should be making fuel also. Well, yep. It's going. And the rubber's working. Great. Okay, and we're making plastic over here. Yep, everything is just peachy. Yep, there it goes. I could ride the belt a very short distance, but that's not very relevant. Okay. So probably what I'll do is I'll just pick a location for some temporary, like, storage containers. Maybe the 1 o'clock position is a good place for that. Because the 1 o'clock minor pedal you can't do much with it, and so just like holding some stuff is fine. Yep, things have already gotten all the way to the end. Okay. Hooray. Yep. Great. Okay, yeah, because like that over there is relatively close by, and actually no, I had said that I was going to use a specific pedal for staging. I think it'll be 11 o'clock, or maybe 10 o'clock, because 11 o'clock is a little bit limited. Yeah, I think I'm going to use 10 o'clock for staging and 11 o'clock for black powder. Yeah. Okay, let's check the hard drive. Okay. Yet another alternative blueprint for steel ingot. How entertaining. Does this also require compacted coal? It doesn't, but I don't care very much. So the default circuit board recipe is 2 circuit boards from 12 wire, so this is less wire and some rubber. I would probably have to rebalance my oil production if I did this, but maybe that's okay. Let's see. This does use a lot less sulfur, but it is making made from compacted coal to begin with, so it still has some extra sulfur content beyond what's indicated. Well, let's just go with the circuit board. I might not ever use any of this stuff. I'm kind of feeling like I've reaching the end of useful hard drive recipes, but maybe I just don't know what I'm doing. That's always a possibility. Okay, so if we're gonna be using 10 o'clock for staging here, I'm thinking one way to do this is just bring everything over here and then bring it up the side and have it split into storage and stuff that'll go further up. Let's do that. Okay, so we just need to bring a stacked conveyor pole over here. So we're heading over to roughly there. Well, okay, I'm going to use this to estimate distance, but I'm not going to actually place these belts until I have everything in position. I don't like having products moving along the belt as I'm building it. That makes me nervous. Durga's ranging around. Alright. Yeah, this is also going to chew up a lot of Mark IV conveyor belt. Oop. Sometimes Durga sees phantoms on the wall and she has to like paw at them. I think it's finally time to clear out these trees. Well, these aren't even trees. These are just leaf products. Okay. All right. Zoop. I think probably I'll need one more stacked conveyor pole, and then I'll split into the 3 that will be used for conveyor lifts up to the upper deck. Okay, let's just do a little test here. This is just a collision test to make sure I'm not like gonna run into the wall. Nope, that seems fine. And check these also. Seems good. Okay. I think what I'll probably do is get on to the 11 o'clock. No, actually, what I should do first is hook these up. Do. There. Just check that out, make sure it looks correct. Yes, okay. So yeah, from the 11 o'clock arm, I should be able to get a decent angle. Ooh. Here's Durga. Hello, cat. Okay. Can I see? Is this... Yeah, this is good. Now, can I actually get an angle? Hello, there we go. This is plenty high. The one thing I didn't account for was the power pole. Is this gonna run into that? Probably. Oh, nope, just barely dodged it. Although I think it might be time to replace the safety device. Well, actually, what I'm going to... I don't want to have the storage this close to the terminal of the pedal, so what I'm going to do is build the storage going this way. And technically I'm going to run out of foundations, but that's not an issue at all. Okay, okay, so Let's just go get more concrete now. Because it's right over here. Nope, not that one. That should do. Okay, is this a splitter? Yeah, I think if I just turn this splitter around, it'll do what I want. Actually, let's just do it. Well, no, let's not do it like that. I'm also going to move this. How do I want to do this? I think what I want to do is have these splitters offset a little bit. I guess I could stack the splitters up. That wouldn't be the worst. Well, if I want this to continue being a safety device, I can just stand here and look at it like there. A little further out. It's me getting very fussy with this, which... okay, now then. Okay. I have a very tall backstop, which is what I want. Also, Durga is like, where she's sitting is disturbing either the keyboard or the mouse pad, and probably both. I'm going to attempt to just move my mousing area away. Okay, there. That's a decent temporary solution to cat problems. Okay, so what I'm going to do here now is just make some storage containers. You are allowed to do this, but I want to be able to like walk up to the storage containers, so I'm not going to do that. However, I have no compunction about storing them like this. Except for the fact that these are oriented wrong. Well, the one in the middle is. There we go. Actually, this one is too. There we go. Now then, there. Now we can go hook up the belts, and then this job will be done. I think I might take a little stream break because I've already been going for 2 hours. All right. So now we can go inspect the final result of our handiwork. Okay, and the final result is that I ended up with using something like 900 encased industrial beam to do all that. Well, from when I started counting, I'd already done about half of it by then, so something close to like 1,800 or 2,000 encased industrial beam, which certainly is a lot. Okay, well that's gonna go. I'm gonna go put away some of the encased industrial beam, and situation here is that like this thing's already full of more encased industrial beam. So the way I'm going to solve this problem is I'm going to make a personal storage box, which is unreasonably compact, and we can put away most of this. Yeah. And then hopefully next time I'll remember to pull it out from there instead. But that's a fine temporary measure. Okay, so I'm going to take a stream break, and when we get back, we will make some gas masks and rocket pack, jet pack, and all that business, and see what kind of trouble we can get into with that. But I'll be back. Actually, I'm just going to let this go, and so that we build up a supply of all these products. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave this running and pause the stream. I'll be back later.